Hey, welcome to the Relationship Hub channel, where we give advice about relationships, dating. So if you like the content, just hit the subscribe button, drop us a comment, hit the like button. So let's get into it.
Here are 8 types of women who will destroy you and drive you absolutely insane. Number 1, the attention addict. This type of girl lives and breathes for attention. She's the type of girl who posts thousands of sexy selfies on social media and track how many likes and comments she gets. She's also the type who you'll find chatting and flirting with almost every single guy that she meets. Not to hook up with them necessarily, but just to get validation. The challenge with this girl is that at first it might seem like she really likes you and wants to be with you. You know, she'll flirt with you, laugh at your jokes, touch you, open up to you, and so on and so on. But the moment that the novelty of your relationship fades off, let's say around the 3 to 5 month mark of seeing each other, and she's bored of you, she's gonna wanna take off. She's going to leave you and hunt for the next guy who can give her the attention that she needs so she can feel great about herself again. Unless you're looking for a casual hookup, which is totally fine, or a short-term fling, stay away from this type of girl. You are going to do yourself a huge favor. All right, number 2, the money hound. The money hound, or the gold digger, as they are commonly referred to, is a type of girl you might have heard of a lot. This girl is all about the cha-ching. Men are basically tools for her, tools who can support her financially and show her a very nice lifestyle. She doesn't give a crap about how good you are as a guy or how compatible you guys are together. She only cares about how much money you make, what car you drive, what type of work you do, and other superficial nonsense like that. The challenge with this one is those types of girls are usually super hot. So at first your primal brain is going to be like, holy crap, she's hot, she's into me, I want this girl. I'm going to do anything to sleep with her, to be with her, whatever. And that's where you'll fall into the trap. The moment you start dating her, she'll come right after your money. She's going to demand expensive gifts all the time. She'll only want to go to posh places for dates. She might even take your credit card and go on shopping sprees without even asking you. And if you even try to stop spending on her, she's going to get really pissed and upset. So my pro tip is stay away from this type of girl, no matter how attractive she is. Again, unless you just want to have sex and not care about any of the aftermath. Not only is that dating advice, but it's also financial advice. All right, number 3, the rebound hunter. Okay, this one's a bit of a sneaky bullet to dodge. She's the girl who just came out of a relationship, generally a very serious one. She secretly misses her ex and she wants him back, and she doesn't feel good about herself right now. In fact, she's kind of lonely and desperate for love and connection. And at this point, she goes out on the prowl and she looks for a guy who can fill the hole in her lonely heart. And she doesn't want to date him long term, absolutely not. She just wants the guy to make her feel better. And in some cases, she might even want the guy just to make her ex jealous. I've dated many of those guys because when I've been in that position, so I know that this person exists. But whatever the situation, once she fulfills her mission, she's out. The challenge that you might face with this type of girl is twofold. First, unless she tells you she just got out of a relationship, you can't know about it, which means you won't know if she's hunting for a rebound. Second, since she's super eager for love and connection, she'll show a lot of interest in you right up front. She'll flirt with you, open up to you, and even make out or sleep with you very easily. Seeing this amount of eagerness from a girl, you might get a little bit too excited, which I totally get, and you might start liking her a little too much and then get attached to her. And that's exactly when you'll run head first into a painful breakup. So my advice to you is if you're looking for a long-term partner, be careful and screen girls properly before you date them. All right, number 4, the one who never appreciates. It's no secret that women like compliments and appreciation, and we certainly love them. But as a man, I'm sure you also want to be with a girl who truly appreciates you and compliments you once in a while, especially when you do something nice for her, like get a new haircut or a promotion or try on a cool new outfit or something like that. And that's where the problem lies with this type of girl. She's going to upset your expectations during these moments. She's not going to compliment you or tell you how much she appreciates you. It'll seem like she just doesn't give a damn about you, and that'll make you feel really, really bad. In fact, as you spend more time with this girl, you'll probably start to question if she ever even liked you. Then you'll start questioning if you're even good enough for her, and gradually your self-esteem is going to take a huge hit. And that's why you want to avoid this type of women at all costs, even if she's super hot. There are plenty of beautiful girls out there who will genuinely appreciate you and your efforts. So look for those girls and date them. Number 5, miss anger issues. This type of girl is nuts. She basically is like a hyperactive volcano. Something doesn't go the way that she wants, and it's like, bam, she's going to erupt. The worst part is these eruptions are going to happen very often, and sometimes she's going to get pissed for absolutely no reason. She's just going to be angry. And if you try to calm her down, she's just going to get angrier than before. In simple words, she's terrible company. There's no way you can be happy with her. She's going to destroy your mental peace. Even if you have some initial spark with her, it's all going to fade out when you get familiar with her angry side. And you'll notice it pretty quickly. So stay away from her. And if you date her, you're going to get burnt. Number 6, the cheater. They say the best predictor of the future is the past, and that's why you should avoid this girl. She's the girl who has cheated on her ex or her exes. Like every other cheater, she would probably have her reasons. Maybe her ex was a douchebag. She was extremely drunk and didn't know what she was doing. Whatever it is, she's going to have a reason for it. Whether it's a valid reason or not, it doesn't matter. If she's done it once, she might do it again, and she can come up with so many reasons why it was okay to do it. So your best bet is just to avoid her, even if you're super into her. The biggest challenge you'll face with this type of girl is that she's quite hard to spot. I mean, it's kind of rare that a person would be upfront with you about his or her cheating experience, so you might not find out right away. That's why you need to look for subtle signs. Things like an extreme need for privacy, long calls with mysterious new friends, accusing you of having affairs. These are all signs that she may be a cheater or potentially a cheater in the future. I recently made a whole video on the signs that confirm a girl is cheating on you, and that video could be very helpful if you want to know all the signs of a cheater and what to look out for. So I'm going to put that link in the description box so that you can check it out. Number 7, the one who's friends with her ex or exes. Dating this type of girl is like dating a time bomb. You see, most of the time, girls who still keep in touch with their exes still have some feelings for them, especially if the breakup is recent. This means when you have one big argument with her or you make her mad or something, she'll be just one text away from a guy who she liked and liked her and she used to date. A guy with who she had sex with and has shared really good memories with. If she gets a bit too emotional and acts on her impulse, she'll probably end up cheating on you with him or simply dump you and go back to him. It's a possibility. So in plain English, if she's still really close with her ex, she's a risk that you may not want to take. In case you really want to date this girl, then you should be upfront with her and ask her to explain the nature of her relationship with this guy. There are certain cases where exes can totally remain friends with no chances of getting back together, but those are few and far between. So ask for clarity and transparency and then decide how you would like to proceed. Number 8, the perfect mismatch. This one is perhaps the hardest to avoid. She's the girl who you'll feel hopelessly attracted to. This girl is your ideal type physically. You're blown away by how sexy she is. Her smile, her eyes, her hair, her amazing curves, everything just turns you on about her. And once she starts showing interest in you, all logical filters shut off. You just want to impress her, be with her, and do unspeakable things to her in the bedroom. The problem is, although she's your ideal type physically, emotionally, she's a complete mismatch. This girl has almost nothing in common with you. Your hobbies, your passions, your aspirations, your values, nothing is in alignment, which means once the novelty of her amazing looks fade off, you'll value her less and reduce the effort you initially put into maintaining the relationship, and that will force her to lose interest in you, leave you, and go be with someone else. Now, you might think that since you don't value her as much as you used to before, it'll be okay if she leaves, but that's where it gets really interesting and not in a good way. You see, after she leaves, your mind is going to play tricks on you. It's going to be like, how could I let this perfect looking girl go? Now, some other dude is going to be with her and have all the fun with her, and that's when the pain, regret, and jealousy is going to kick in. Listen, like I mentioned before, this girl is the hardest to avoid. Since the male brain is highly influenced by physical appearance, that initial attraction you'll feel for her will be very intense. The only advice I can give you here is this: have higher standards. Try your best not to date a girl only because she's hot. And in case you do, which is gonna happen, you have to be okay with the fact that it will most likely be short term. Okay? With that said, you now have the complete list of women to avoid. Now you know all the types of women you should avoid in your dating life. And before ending this video though, I want to mention one important thing. Just like there are women all men must avoid. There are also men all women stay away from. Men who repel